Nightmare is here, and I've been excited to play him for a while now, so I decided to play him in this deck, and it was awesome. In case you didn't know, Nightmare is a 3-cost, -1 power card with text that reads, on reveal, replace the text of each card in your hand with text from a random card of the same cost. And that obviously sounds like a lot of fun in a deck with stuff like Ebony Maw and Red Skull. I mean, just imagine getting a Red Skull Iron Man, that would be absolutely awesome. But honestly, before I played him, I expected Nightmare to be fun, albeit inconsistent. However, after playing him, I think that he's very good and consistent. Because when you think about it, most of the time he's just a better Sauron. He removes the bad ability and will either add something irrelevant or something really good. Now, obviously, there are times where he gives a bad ability and he hits less cards than Sauron, but overall he's way better than I thought he would be. Now, if you've got any other questions, make sure to ask me down in the comments. And let's jump right into the games. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We're going to go ahead and play a Sauron right. I think that's completely fine. From this point, we'll see what we can do on turns like 2, 3, stuff like that. I don't really think we want to play an Ebony Maw on 2. That seems pretty bad. So we'll see what we get. Cloning Vats. We do have a Starbrand to play next turn. We could pretty easily play a Starbrand into Cloning Vats, and that feels pretty good. Could also play a Starbrand left if we want them to lose Eternity range. We'll see. Depends on what we top deck. That is going to be Hala. Yeah, we can play Starbrand left. That's fine. We'll play Starbrand left. We can play like a Cold Obsidian right. And then from that point, we'll figure out what we want to do on turn 5. Hopefully we have like an Ares or something. That is going to be a Merlin, and that's an Omniversal Presence mid, which gives us Bar with no name, which is awesome. And then there's Starbrand left giving them a Rock. That's amazing. So let's see what we top deck here. We are going to end up with a Nightmare. Oh, I think we have to play it. We have to play it. It's the new card. We can play like Typhoid Mary or Call Obsidian with an Ebony Maw next turn. Or we could save the Ebony Maw and we could play like a Red Skull Ebony Maw final turn. That'll be pretty good. It's all going to depend on what we get off the Nightmare. Nightmare is awesome to get, though. You love to see it. So we're going to go ahead and play Nightmare. That's going to be... It happened! Oh my god! Okay. Red alert! This is not a drill. What did the other... Is that Shuri?! What? That's Shuri. Okay. Right. Right, let's not mess it up. Let's... I don't even... I have too many options. All the options are good, then there's too many of them. Okay, wait, we want to surprise with the Iron Man. We want to go Zabu, Typhoid Mary, Shuri, and we'll go Ebony Maw, Red Skull next turn. I'm not snapping. Please don't leave. I need you to stay for this. Polymorph, I do not care. I could not care less. Omniversal Presence, little bit Sinister London! Oh my god. Oh my god, this is not a drill. What the hell? Please don't leave. Please don't, like, I don't even know. Don't play an Alioth. Don't, just let it all happen and be cool. We don't even have priority, so they can't, like, Shang-Chi us. I mean, they could Shang-Chi the Typhoid Mary, but whatever. Because the unreveal will still go off. It'll still hit Ebony Maw. So we're good. I literally said in an earlier video, earlier game, I'm so bamboozled. I was like, oh, we need to hit like an Iron Man or a Shuri, like something like that at some point in this video. We hit both of them in the same game. This is number one. It is game number one. I don't care if I lose. I don't care if like I'm completely wrong. Like maybe I can't read. It's not actually Iron Man. I don't care if this... No, because even if... nothing could make this game not worthy of the number 1 spot. Literally nothing. This is amazing, and we're always winning. Please stay. Don't leave. Is it doing that weird thing where it doesn't think I'm... No, okay, it wasn't doing that. They're just taking forever. Okay, Let's see. Polymorph left. Gonna change the Shocker into a Gambit. Gambit is gonna end up hitting... Okay, that kind of sucks, but the double is still gonna hit. Double is still gonna hit. That's gonna be a Mr. Sinister on the right. That's fine. What do we got mid? Mid, we got Surge. Okay, what do we got? Surge goes left, whatever. What's the rest mid? Imagine they, like, beat us mid. Sinister London. Sokovia. No. No, don't do this to me. We still win mid. We win right, though, right? Goes up to 14. We actually lose!
I am Iron Man.
We actually lose. We lost this game off a randomly generated Gambit. No, you can't do this to me. I had the dream. I had Iron Man Red Skull and Shuri Typhoid Mary, and I lost? I might have to retire. Just like no more Snap. I can't play anymore. I'm banned because that is atrocious. That's disgusting. How did I lose? Okay. God damn it. Amazing win for them. Genuinely, that's awesome. Love to see it for them. Alright, so let's see what we got here. That's Baxter building. We could play a 0 into an Ebony Maw, but we would much rather play a Surge. That is going to be a Sauron on the right. So let's see, that is Panopticon. Yeah, we can just play a Surge mid. Doesn't matter very much. We're going to go ahead and play a Surge there, and then we'll see what we top deck. As long as we don't top deck a Red Skull or a Colobsidian, like, it's playable, so... That's pretty cool. We do like playing cards. That's going to be Aunt May's. It is Nightmare. Okay. 100% think that we play Nightmare here. Yeah? Yeah, let's go with it. It does hit Ares, which is annoying, but it's also hitting Ebony Maw and Typhoid Mary, which is insane. So let's see. Crossbones, Uncle Ben, Nova, Warpath. Okay. I mean, the Ebony Maw is awesome. Let's play, like, Sauron. Do we just go Sauron, Typhoid Mary? I think we can. They play their own Nightmare. They have a Surtur left, which might be a little bit annoying, but we'll see. Sauron's going to end up moving left, so we are pretty happy about that. Surge is going to buff whatever our top deck is. And then we're going to play a Typhoid Mary, which is at 15. Enchantress... I mean, could turn off the Typhoid Mary, but, like, why? We might just play, like, an Enchantress mid. Yeah. Let's go for it. So we're going to go ahead and play Enchantress mid just for the Surge. And then we play an Ebony Maw left. That is their own Typhoid Mary, which is a Khazar. Okay, ties them right. I think we have to go with this. Right? This feels pretty good. Questionably, like, we might not need a Red Skull left. You could definitely argue for just the 0. I'm going to play Red Skull, though. I think we go Red Skull 0, and it's safer. So there's Red Skull. Here's 0. Let's see what we got. It's going to be an Infinite, which is a Doctor Doom. Yeah, so it turns out we did need the Red Skull left. As we are able to beat a Doctor Doom Infinite. That's crazy. Cool variant as well, by the way. I love the inked stuff and the Pandart Studio variants, so... That's awesome. Good win for us there, though. Nightmare v Nightmare, and we end up getting the win. Awesome. Alright, so we got Starbrand Crater on the left. We're going to play a Zabu right so that we can play a Surge left. It really doesn't matter, but this is the order I want to do it in. We'll see what mid reveals to be. I mean, if mid is something that we definitely want to play a Surge into, then maybe we'll do it. Can't even really think, though. Maybe like a not Avengers Compound. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play Surge left. It's completely fine. We can definitely play a Nightmare mid next turn. I think that'll definitely be worth it. We'll see whatever we top deck. That's going to be a Merlin on the left. We are going to top deck a Quantum Tunnel. We can play Nightmare into Quantum Tunnel, and that's awesome. Yeah, hitting Ebony Maw with Nightmare is awesome as well. Imagine we play this Nightmare, we hit like a Sauron. out of Quantum Tunnel. That would just absolutely be amazing. Alright, so Nightmare is going to give us Laufey, Devil Dino, and Kitty Pryde? That's awesome. We both play Nightmare. Yeah, Laufey's insane, Devil Dino's crazy, Kitty Pryde is awesome as well. So... I think we kind of need to play the Laufey. So let's go with something like this. I think we need to play Colobsidian left because we want the extra energy. So granted, they don't have a lot of stuff there right now. I still think it's worth it. Because the Ebony Maw's not going to stay. I mean, we could make the Ebony Maw stay. We could play, like, 0 Ebony Maw, but that feels like a waste of the 0. So I don't want to do that. I think this is the best we've got. I mean, we're not unhappy with playing a 4... What would it... It's effectively a 4/12, right? Isn't it? Yeah, I think. Yes. Because it steals 1 and gains 1 from Merlin. It's stealing from Surge, doesn't matter. So it's a 4/12. Yeah. We're not unhappy playing a 4/12. That's pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and play Ebony Maw mid and Colobsidian, which is going to do that. That's going to be an Ebony Maw left. What is that Kingpin? Yeah, it is Kingpin, okay. Well, I didn't realize what they played after that. Did they play another Nightmare? Did they top deck the Nightmare and play it again? I don't even know, man. Okay, so that Ebony Maw is going to come back to hand. We have Nightmare. So, like, we could do it. I don't really want to. Because I kind of... I mean, I don't know. I don't love the Devil Dino. Maybe we do it. Do we want to lose the 0 or not? We don't have a Sauron yet. So I think we don't want to lose the 0. I think we want to play the 0. Yeah. Let's play Nightmare, because we want to change the Red Skull again. We're going to roll the dice. Hopefully it's something... something better. And then from that point, we're going to get the Ebony Maw back. We're going to get whatever we top deck. Hopefully everything is just awesome. So that's going to be Lizard and Omniversal Presence, along with a 0. It's going to change Avengers Compound into Camelot. Okay. That's Namora. Doesn't really do anything. So that's going to hurt the Ebony Maw, but it buffs the Nightmare and the 0, so I don't know how I feel about it. We're going to get a little bit more energy and see what we top deck here. I really hope it's a Starbrand. It is a Sauron. Okay. So we can play Sauron, Ebony Maw, and Red Skull. Do we ever... Oh, actually... Okay, let's Ebony Maw. And Ebony Maw goes left, yeah? I mean, puts us up to 19. Like, part of me wants to go with, like, Ebony Maw. Sauron left. No, this is probably fine. This is fine. This wins. We should be okay. Red Skull's going to be really big mid, Ebony Maw is big left, Sauron's going to swap out for hopefully a Typhoid Mary or a Starbrand. I mean, hitting an Ares is probably fine too, and most of the time should be winning, but we'll see. It's going to be a Red Skull left, which is a Devil Dino, a little bit scary. That's going to be Once in Future. Okay, wait, no, that's not Omniversal Presence. I'm an idiot. It's fine. Was that Korg? Wait, does Nightmare hit skills? I didn't think that's how that would work. Okay, Typhoid Mary is going to flip right for us. For some reason, once I saw the Once in Future, I thought it was going to change the location. I thought it was Omniversal Presence, but it's obviously not. That's a different spell. So we end up getting the win there. Does Nightmare hit skills? I thought it wouldn't. Because, like... What if you get, like, an ongoing skill? Then it just... You play it and it dies. And then it's nothing. So I assumed it wouldn't hit skills, but I guess maybe it does. Because I'm pretty sure that was a Korg Once in Future, right? Damn. Nonetheless, good one for us. You love to see it. I love this Red Skull variant. I always see it in my, like... You know those, like, Spotlight variant things? I always see it, but, like, I've never bought one of those, because, like, there's 5,000 tokens for a variant. Like, I know it's cool, but, like... I need those tokens to get cards to make videos, like... I gotta get the new cards. But yeah, cool variant. Good one for us. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So we have Sauron and Nightmare in hand, which is definitely pretty good. Love playing Sauron on 1. And then we have Nightmare to hit Cold Obsidian and Red Skull. Now, Zabu, I think, is completely fine to play mid, yeah. You love to see that, so we'll get a little bit of extra energy for this next turn. They are snapping. Okay, I mean, like, cool. Why is... Okay. Now it's done doing that. Sorry, my tab for Untapped, it was like blinking for the deck tracker. I don't know why. I hope everything was good with the recording. Looks fine. Yeah. Should be good. Okay. What did they play? They played a Loki. Okay, they played a Loki mid. Let's go ahead and play Nightmare. And then we'll see what we get from this point. This is actually the first game I've gotten with Nightmare, so getting Red Skull, Cold Obsidian, and Typhoid Mary in hand is crazy. Are they playing an Agatha deck? That's insane. Okay, Spider-Man 2099, Lockjaw, and what were you? Supergiant. Do we want a Supergiant? Man, none of those are really, like, awesome. Is there any, like, surprise we would want? I mean, we don't want to play an Enchantress unless we can play it on the Quinjet, so... No, I think we just play a Red Skull here? I think that's just the best. Maybe we should play Typhoid Mary Starbrand? I don't know. Well, and we don't want to play Cold Obsidian. So let's play Starbrand? Cool. Yeah, from this point... I don't know if we want to bet on the Ares. I think I'd probably rather just play a Typhoid Mary. Sure. Yeah, I'm just going to hope that we're okay here. We should be completely fine. And we'll see what happens. We don't really get any, like, big, cool thing off of Nightmare this game. I was hoping for, like, an Iron Man, you know. Something cool. I can't think of a forecast off the top of my head. Maybe a Shuri? That'd be awesome. But, yeah, we don't get any of those, unfortunately. Still a good win for us, though. Absolutely awesome. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We do have a 0, but we definitely don't want to play that because we want to play a Nightmare next turn. That is going to be a Zabu Sauron, which is very, very scary. But let's see what we top deck. Hopefully we top deck something that we want to hit with Nightmare, like a Starbrand or a Red Skull or an Ebony Maw. That's going to be an Ares. I don't think we can wait. I think we have to Nightmare now. So that's going to be a Gladiator. Gladiator is going to pull an Enchantress. So Enchantress is going to be gone. That's hopefully fine, though. Sucks to lose 0, I guess. It's pretty annoying. Jessica Jones, that's not helpful. And then Crossbones, Hydra Bob. Okay. It's fine. I mean, the Jessica Jones is pretty good. Jessica Jones is helpful. So, there's that. You're Hydra Bob now. Can only play this at locations you're winning. Okay. Don't love it. We're gonna go ahead and play Lizard Right. So there's Typhoid Mary. X-Mansion's gonna go off, giving them an Infinity Ultron. And giving us a Scar. Okay, so we're so big mid. Now, let's see. We do have a Sauron, which we are pretty happy to play. I mean, we could play the 0, but why? Like, why would we want to? I think... Might have to play the Cold Obsidian. Do we want to play the Cold Obsidian right or left? I think Cold Obsidian actually has to go left here. Yeah, okay. So we'll do this. That is going to be a Starbrand left. That is an armor that isn't working. So they give up on mid, which we're pretty happy about. Do we maybe ever play like this? I think so. I think we go Ebony Maw with Ares. I did forget about Cold Obsidian a little bit, but that's okay. Red Skull, gonna buff him up. Right, I mean, I think... Like, it kind of sucks, but this is what we need to do. Let's go ahead and play Red Skull. Yeah, we win. Okay. Because if they were to play an Enchantress, they would have turned off our Colobsidian and our Red Skull, and then we definitely win that lane. So yeah, that's awesome. You love to see it. Good win for us. I was a little bit scared, but we ended up getting it done. Alright, so we're definitely going to go ahead and play Sauron on the left. That's going to be completely fine, and sets up for us to play a Colobsidian on 4. They're going to go ahead and play a Nico with the ×2. Alright, so that's going to go up to 4, which is pretty annoying, but that's okay. It's going to be an Avengers Compound mid. Could play a 0, hoping that we top deck a Starbrand, but that seems like a pretty niche idea. They're just going to go ahead and play a Merlin left. Yeah, pretty good for them. And let's see, that's going to be DC on the right. There's Typhoid Mary. Yeah. I mean, like, what are we going to do here? You know, we haven't really drawn anything. I think on turn 5, we're going to play like an Ares 0. We're going to play a Colobsidian left. And then going into turn 6, we're just going to have to figure out what we want to do. So that is going to be Omniversal Presence, which changes into the Abbey. Okay. I mean, interesting enough. They went ahead and played Ebony Maw. So, I mean, we know we can never win left anyway, right? Unless, if the Ares hits, that puts us at 15. No. I wonder if we ever do this just to draw a card off of Abbey. If we were to do that, you'd have to think, like, Nightmare is our play, right? Okay. I mean, what could we even get that would save us the game with Nightmare? I don't even know, but let's go with it. We're gonna do it this way. Okay, there's Red Skull. That's not Nightmare. That's War Machine. That's pretty scary. So we're gonna go ahead and play 0. And then Ebony Maw. We'll see what we get. Really hoping... I don't even know. I don't think we're even hoping for a Nightmare because Nightmare isn't very good. I think we need to play a Red Skull right. The problem is that we cannot play 2 next turn. That's a Polymorph. Gonna change that into Carnage. Okay, interesting. And then that's a Demon Right. We hate that. Red Skull's really big, though. Now, they can't play their Infinite. So I wonder if we ever win with, like, something like this. That's going to be the question, right? Like, how can we win? I think this is going to be the best bet. Yeah, I don't think anything else wins. I think we just have to go with this. So we'll try our best. I mean, hopefully they try to win mid instead of right. We're going up to 19. Do we think they can realistically flip 11 power? Probably not. Those are just 2 in stuff. Oh, no, it's not 2 things off Merlin. That's a Hope Summers. Omniversal Presence going to buff Merlin. It's going to hurt whatever they play next. They play a 0 into a Martyr. Gets +3 for them to win. Oh, damn. That sucks, man. And we're reconnecting. That doesn't matter. But unfortunate there. Yeah, good win for them with the Nightmare stuff. The Hope Summers able to help them out. Just unfortunate for us there as we couldn't get it done. We lose by 1. Damn. Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty unlucky game for us, though. Good win for them. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We can definitely go ahead and play a Zabu. That should be completely fine. We're going to go ahead and play Zabu left, and then we're going to hope that we can draw a Nightmare by turn 3. That is going to be a 0. I wonder what they play next. Probably an Ebony Maw, right? That's what you got to think. That is a Castle Zemo. Question is going to be if they play the Ebony Maw right or left. Do we ever just play Sauron? Because, like, hear me out. I really want to play Nightmare into Castle Zemo. Yeah, let's play Sauron. So, yep, Ebony Maw left, and then what's that? The Hood. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so they go ahead and give us the Hood. Definitely not what I was expecting with the 0 Ebony Maw stuff, but, you know, whatever. We go ahead and play a Sauron. Top deck, Nightmare. Top deck, Nightmare. Nope, that's Typhoid Mary. You can still play Typhoid Mary left, though. And that is pretty good. I hope Los Diablos hits Castle Zemo, just because we don't have Nightmare yet. But you never know. We'll see. That is going to be a Surge. It's completely fine. Mid is going to be a Demon. Yeah, they're ahead by a lot there. So we go ahead and play Typhoid Mary. Los Diablos is going to hit Castle Zemo, so we don't have to deal with it. That's pretty good. And then here, I'm thinking that we just want to play a Cole Obsidian, yeah? Go ahead and play Cole Obsidian, right? Feels pretty good. That is a War Machine, which does look a little bit scary. They could play like an Infinite, which we obviously don't like. Could play like Ebony Maw Zero Starbrand. That does then like beg the question of what are we doing next turn? I think maybe we just play a Red Skull mid, actually. They played so many cards mid. Okay. It's not what I thought they would do. So that's going to be Hope Summers, and then that's going to be a Merlin. Interesting. I mean, yeah, I'm afraid of them playing an Infinite. But I don't know, like, how afraid of that I should be. Probably pretty afraid. I think this is the best we've got. We have to hope that they don't play mid. And they didn't. So we're gonna flip mid. So that's pretty cool. And we got an Ebony Maw left. Yeah, there's the Infinite. Polymorph, please win. Mobius? Yeah, we're good. There you go. Absolutely awesome there. So they did go with the Infinite. We just needed to flip mid, and then we ended up getting it. Love to see it there. Good win for us. Unfortunately, no Nightmare, though. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I think we want to play Sauron before the Zabu, right? Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. I think Sauron is more important to the deck, so we're going to go ahead and play Sauron, right? Mid is going to be X Mansion. Okay, yeah, we can play Surge. Surge is very cool. I think we do play Surge mid. Mostly because I hate Strange Academy. So let's see. Going to buff our top deck. They're going to also go ahead and play a Sauron, right? Okay, you gotta be thinking that they're going to have a Nightmare as well. We have a Cole Obsidian, which we can definitely just go ahead and play right. That's really good. Go ahead and play Cole Obsidian right there. And there is their Nightmare. Yeah, pretty scary for us. Hopefully it's fine, though. X Mansion, gonna give us an arrow, moving Nightmare mid. Okay. And then that's a Cosmo. I mean, I don't hate it. We end up with 0, and they retreat. Victory. Okay, they're very mad. I was excited to play 0 Typhoid Mary. Damn. Good win for us. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and play a Sauron on 1. Then we'll see what we top deck. Mid is going to end up being Isle of Silence. And then that's an Enchantress. Yeah, we can play a Zabu. From here, I mean, if we have nothing else to play, we could just go ahead and play like a Speed, right? That's fine. That's going to be a Zabu. That is a Pixie. Might be doing like a Pixie Nightmare deck. I've seen that a few times. So that is going to be Vibranium Mines. We are definitely way happier to play a Surge rather than a Speed. Just because Surge is very, very good and is going to make our top decks absolutely amazing. So that is going to be a Merlin. And then let's see what we get. I would love to play a Cole Obsidian, but Starbrand's going to be better. Yeah, I mean, we could wait and play like Starbrand Speed. How much do we like that? Yeah, okay. I'm actually fine with it. Let's go ahead and play Cole Obsidian mid. And then we're going to play Starbrand Speed next turn. And then Surge will buff whatever we're top decking. And hopefully we can play maybe the top deck and an Enchantress. We'll see. So there is Cole Obsidian. That's going to be Polymorph, changing that, what was it? Pixie. Pixie into Sage, and then they play a Storm. Okay. Storm. Sorry. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We're going to go ahead and play Speed and Starbrand. That's going to be completely fine to play on the right. We'll have a lot of power. And then next turn, we can play a 0 Red Skull, and we just win, yeah? There is Speed, there is Starbrand. We're all the way up at 20. That is going to be a Polymorph, changing that into Doc Ock, which is going to pull down a 0. Okay, so now we kind of have to play Red Skull. We were gonna do it anyway, but like, whatever. And then that's gonna be War Machine. Okay, so they can play into flooding if they want to, but like, we're winning. So Merlin gonna give them another card. And let's see, we do get Ebony Maw, so that's pretty cool. I think we can just play like Red Skull. And then where do we play the Ebony Maw? Do we want to play it mid or left? Let's just play it left. Why not? We'll go Red Skull, Ebony Maw left, and we should be completely fine here. Unfortunately, we didn't get a Nightmare, but we still got a pretty good game. I don't really think anything they can do scares us. I mean, we know they have an Infinite, probably, right? But, like, what are they going to do with it? Nothing. Yeah. Good win for us. Love to see it. Cool Storm variant, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Yeah, Disco variant? That makes sense. It's pretty cool. Awesome. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I know you'll love this one I made about High Voltage Overdrive, despite it seems like everyone absolutely hating the game mode. I'll let you in on a little secret. I don't really like it either. I think it's kind of annoying, and I think the 50,000 for, it's like Kid Omega, right, is absurd. That's probably all I'm going to talk about it. I might even end up making another video on it, just because it's a limited time mode, but other than that, sorry I got distracted by a rant. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.